Now, with quite some horrible news that at least 200 people are known to have been killed and more than 500 seriously injured following a series of suspected coordinated attacks in the Sri Lankan capital, Colombo. The attacks targeted high-end hotels and 3 churches where Easter services were going on and are said to be targeting the minorities in the country. Christine Kamau now headlines our broadcast.
At around 6 a.m. Kenyan time, one hotel, Shangri-La in Colombo, the capital city of Sri Lanka, experienced one of the 6 bombings that occurred in 3 other hotels, Cinnamon Grand and Kingsbury, and 3 churches where Easter services were currently being celebrated, in a series of attacks deemed coordinated. The churches described as being splattered with glass shutters, wood splinters, and blood spattered on the walls and floor. The police spokesman has announced that 207 people have died and 450 people have been injured. The Minister for Defense, Ruwan Wijewardene, has announced that 7 people have been arrested, though no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. Also, the Presidential Secretariat has announced a temporary blockage of social media in an attempt to stop spread of wrong information. A 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew has been ordered, and schools have been closed till Wednesday following security concerns. Worldwide leaders have expressed sympathy and condemned the terrorist attack while pledging support. Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has said that Kenya stands with Sri Lanka at this time and called for the world to join hands in the fight against terrorism. Pope Francis termed the attack as cruel violence and urged Christians to pray for the victims of the Sri Lanka attack. Britain's Prime Minister Theresa May said we must stand together to make sure that no one should ever have to practice their faith in fear. While the German Chancellor Angela Merkel said religious hate and intolerance that have showed themselves in such a terrible way today must not win. New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, whose country faced a white supremacy-motivated terror attack, says that New Zealand rejects all forms of extremism and stands for freedom of religion and the right to worship safely. US President Trump said, "We stand ready to help." In 2009, a minority group of Tamil waged a war against the Sri Lankan government in an effort to build an independent nation. The capital, Colombo, faced a series of bombings. United Nations estimates that more than 100,000 people lost their lives. Christine Kamau, KUTV.
An update on that is that